All right, y'all, before we get into this video, make sure you remember to go and check out my website, SerayMarie.com, for more products. Okay, so for today's episode of Hair Therapy, I'm actually in Atlanta at my studio, and I have a special guest. It's my niece, Sanaya.
Is every show back in the day gray and white?
Back in what day?
Like in your day.
In my day?
Yeah, in your day.
Was it black and white?
Yeah, the television was black and white.
Wow. No, ma'am. And it's actually her birthday tomorrow. She's turning 17. I can't believe it. How do you feel? Good. You feel? How do you feel though? You feel ready to be like out in the world or what?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. So, all right. So, what are we doing today?
A flip over sewing.
A flip over sewing. Okay. Have you ever had this before? Here, you can take this.
No.
What made you want to get this? Is this like a style that everybody is doing, or?
Yeah, I've seen it on TikTok and I liked it, so I wanted to try it.
Okay. And what hair texture do you want to go with today? You want to do straight? You want to do curly? You want to do body wave? Like, what's the vibe?
Like a curly with a body wave.
Okay. Or like, I think like this, the pictures that you sent me were like wand curls?
Yeah.
Have you been taking care of your hair?
Yeah.
How so? What have you been doing to it?
I got trimmed not too long ago.
Okay. Staying up on those trims, because you know you had me hot a couple of times ago when I saw your hair. It was kind of a mess. All right, so we're gonna start off with some heat protectant, because what I am going to do is blow dry you out. I know you blow dried it already, but it'll kind of help me get through it a little bit better. And also my silk repair serum will also keep from heat damage, basically. But you're familiar with it, you've been using it, right? Mm-hmm. Right, perfect. Let's get into this blow dry. You nervous? Mm-hmm. Not really. Huh? Why are you nervous? Camera. So one of the reasons why I like to go through the hair and make sure that it's completely blow dried out is just because it just helps me to navigate through the install and make sure I don't hit any snags. Kind of like a detangling of sorts. Next, you'll see me clipping her ends. I think that's imperative whenever you're getting a protective style. So I know that we're doing the flip over method. Is there anything else that is important to you as far as style wise? Do you want to be able to put it in a ponytail? Do you want to do a middle part, side part, two pigtails, be able to do that? Like, what's important to you for this style?
Maybe a middle part and side part.
Okay, so you just want to be able to, does it matter which side, or you want to be able to flip it to both sides?
Flip it to both.
Okay, this part can get a little tricky. It's so important that you take the time, no matter how many times you've done that client's hair, to make sure that you go through it and map out everything that they said they wanted for that install. You don't want to go and install this hair, braid it down, and then the client can't do everything that they said they wanted to do with the install. So you'll see me take my time. To me, this takes one of the longest times, that and braiding the hair down, to just make sure that I'm getting it right. You definitely want to make sure that you test this part out to make sure that all tracks are being covered, and this is based on the density of the client's hair. Yeah, I think you should chill on the color for a while, because you definitely didn't take care of it when you had it. This is one of those parts of the install where I really take my time. This girl's crazy. I really take my time to make sure that these braids are right where they need to be and braided small enough. Lumpy braids mean a lumpy sewing. Like this curl pattern? Well, even if you didn't, you were still gonna get it. So y'all let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a detailed video on how I braided her down, and I'll break down how I decided to do this braid mapping. Now that you are completely braided down, I'm just gonna put some oil on your scalp. And so make sure you're doing the same every few days. I think it'll be good. You can kind of like gauge. Really, you don't have to do it too many places. You could just put it at the top of your head and just let it spread. But just make sure that you're taking the opportunity to oil your scalp. This one has biotin and tea tree in it, so it will you know, like condition and hydrate your scalp. So I'll probably give you some of this when we get ready to leave. Okay, got your braids right here for your side parts, and got your braids right here for your middle part. And we are going to use a net. It's gonna add some extra security to your sew-in to make sure it's not too much weight on your hair. Let's see. So y'all have to apologize ahead of time. I had to fast forward through the whole install process because even though it's my baby girl's birthday, she still has curfew. It was a weekday, so I had to hurry up and sew her in and get her out of here. So the next part is completely optional. I just went through to her roots and touched it lightly with a hot comb just to give her a cleaner look. Now to blend her leave out, we really could have just taken the few pieces of leave out with the track hair and maybe even braided it down, but she actually wanted it completely wanded. So that's what you see me doing. I really do look forward to doing her hair every year. I was literally there when she was born, and every year for her birthday, I'm there to do it. Even though I moved to California, I really do make it my business to fly back, and I don't care how much I have to go through. I will be there to do my baby girl's hair. Last year actually was her 16th birthday, of course, so we flew her out. I did her hair, we did a whole photo shoot. It was beautiful. Last year we did a very age-appropriate lace wig just because she wanted to try something different, and this year we're doing a sew-in. I think this is probably maybe the only second sew-in that she's ever had in life. She doesn't really wear extensions like that. She wears her real hair most of the time, but you know, I was happy I was able to do it, and she really loved it. She's so low-key and honestly has always been that way, but I'm happy that she's starting to step outside her shell and just try new things. Now, if you are going to be using the wand curler, I would not recommend you doing the wand curls every day, just because this is too much heat to be on your hair. With her, I told her to try doing it once a week, and then maybe the other days, if she feels like something is frizzy, she could easily take a flexi rod, a little bit of foam wrap, and mix that in. I just completed her wand curls and went through with my fingers to separate the curls just to give it more volume. At this point, y'all can see my niecey poo is starting to feel herself. We love it. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Hair Therapy, and don't forget to wish her a happy birthday in the comments. And definitely don't forget to subscribe.